What does it mean when time suddenly feels like it's racing faster than ever? One moment, the world remembers the birth announcements, the carefully guarded first photos, and the spectacle of celebrity parenthood. And then, almost overnight, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's 4 kids north, St. Chicago, and Sam step into the spotlight once again. Only this time, in back-to-school pictures that reveal just how much they've grown. The internet gasps, the headlines buzz, and fans everywhere marvel. Kim and Kanye's 4 kids look all grown up in back-to-school pics. But beyond the social media frenzy, there lies a deeper story, a story of a family growing under the weight of fame, legacy, and expectation. The morning begins quietly in Hidden Hills. The sun stretches its first golden rays across manicured lawns, casting a glow on the sleek architecture of Kim Kardashian's home. Yet inside the house, it's anything but quiet. There is the soft rustle of backpacks being zipped, the clicking of sneakers on marble floors, and the unmistakable sound of siblings chatting, laughing, and sometimes bickering. A new school year is here. And this year, Kim and Kanye's kids aren't just students. They're symbols of time passing, of childhood slipping quickly into maturity, and of parents who, despite their global fame, share in the universal experience of watching their little ones grow up. North West appears first, her presence commanding even in the simplicity of a back-to-school morning. At just 11 years old, she looks older than her years, her confidence almost cinematic. The cameras capture her outfit, the bold choices that nod to her father Kanye's creative influence, while her natural flair for style mirrors her mother's fashion empire. In these back-to-school pics, North doesn't just look grown up, she looks ready to carve her own lane in a world that has been watching her since birth. Kim adjusts a strand of North's hair, smiling with pride. But there is something else in her eyes, a mother's awe at how quickly time moves. Then comes St. West, the second child of Kim and Kanye, whose energy fills the room like a spark. At 9 years old, he's caught between boyhood and the beginnings of adolescence. In the back-to-school pictures, Saint stands tall, his smile wide, but edged with a new maturity. His sneakers are spotless, his backpack carefully chosen, his posture suggesting that he's no longer the little boy fans once saw clinging to Kim's side at airports. Instead, he's becoming his own person. Still playful, still mischievous, but undeniably growing up. Chicago West follows, her hair braided neatly, her eyes curious and shining. At 6 years old, Chicago's back-to-school photos are particularly striking. Because here is a little girl who radiates both innocence and elegance. Fans online immediately note how much she resembles Kim, while others point out subtle expressions that feel undeniably Kanye as she poses for the camera. Kim crouches beside her, whispering encouragement. These pictures aren't just images. They are frozen reminders of a childhood that will never return once it passes. And for Kim and Kanye, watching their children grow means navigating the bittersweet balance between pride and nostalgia. And then, the youngest, Sam West, just 5 years old, his cheeks still round with the softness of early childhood. Sam clutches his backpack with excitement. In the back-to-school pics, he looks both tiny and independent, ready to step into a world bigger than himself. Kim helps him adjust his straps, smiling gently as he leans against her for comfort. Fans online can hardly believe he's already For many, Sam was just a toddler. Not long ago, a reminder that for every child, the years slip past in the blink of an eye. The photos, once released, travel at the speed of light through social media. Headlines scream, Kim and Kanye's 4 kids look all grown up in back-to-school pics. The world collectively pauses to marvel. The same children, once shielded from paparazzi cameras, now stand before millions as students embarking on new chapters. But what is it that captivates us so much about these images? Perhaps it is that no matter the fame, the fortune, or the controversy surrounding Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, moments like this are universal. Parents everywhere know the feeling of standing in a doorway, watching their children take steps toward independence. The only difference here is that the world is watching too. The documentary lens lingers on Kim, who has long balanced her role as a global icon with her role as a mother. Her voice, though calm, carries weight as she shares her thoughts. "It's crazy," she says softly. One day you're holding their little hands, and the next they're walking into school with so much confidence. They look so grown up it's beautiful and a little heartbreaking at the same time. And then there is Kanye, whose influence on his children is undeniable, even when he's not present in every frame. The boldness in North's fashion, the spark in Saint's creativity, the individuality of Chicago, and the determination of Samal reflect pieces of him. While their parents' relationship has often made headlines, the bond between Kim and Kanye's kids and their shared family identity is unshakable. In these back-to-school pictures, we see not just children growing, but a legacy unfolding as the day progresses. The documentary style captures little details often overlooked in glossy celebrity spreads. North tying her shoelaces twice because they have to be perfect. Saint bouncing a ball against the driveway wall while waiting for everyone else to finish. Chicago carefully arranging the pencils in her backpack. Sam tugging at Kim's arm, asking if she'll walk him to class. These ordinary moments, so familiar to families everywhere, become extraordinary because of who these children are and the history they represent. When the car pulls away, carrying Kim and Kanye's for kids toward school, there is a silence left behind. The house feels different, quieter. For Kim, it's a moment of reflection. She sits for a while, scrolling through the back-to-school pics, her heart swelling with pride, but aching with the knowledge that time never slows down. These photographs are not just Instagram content. They are markers of a fleeting stage in life, evidence that Kim and Kanye's kids truly do look all grown up. Fans online dissect every image. They talk about North's outfit, Saint's growing height, Chicago's resemblance to Kim. But beyond the comments and likes, the essence of the story is universal. This is what it means to be a parent. To watch your children grow, to celebrate their milestones, and to hold on to the fleeting moments that make up childhood. And so, the documentary closes with a reflection. Back-to-school pictures are not just for the world to see. They are for the parents who will one day look back and wonder how time moved so quickly. They are for the children who years from now will smile at their younger selves, remembering who they were before the world expected so much of them. And they are for Usta viewers who are reminded that, beneath the fame, beneath the headlines, Kim and Kanye's family is just like any other dot. Kim and Kanye's 4 kids look all grown up in back-to-school pics. And in that truth lies a story not just about celebrity, but about life, love, and the unstoppable passage of time.